Hello and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to show you how to grow Brussels sprouts in containers. It's easy to do and I'll show you the steps. But before we go there, I want to let you know I have other videos on my channel. I have easy to prepare recipes, product reviews, meditation videos, and other videos on how to grow various vegetables in your containers. So let's talk a little bit about growing your broccoli in containers. Now, you want a container that's at least 12 inches wide and 12 inches deep. You want to have drain holes. It's important to have drain holes in all your containers. You want to use potting mix. You're not going to use topsoil. You're not going to use soil from your yard. You want potting mix. Now, the best time to plant your seeds is about 85 days from the date of your fall frost date. So the goal is to give those plants enough time to mature to a point so that when it gets colder, it can still survive. Now, for watering, you want to keep it moist. You don't want it to be soggy. You don't want it to be muddy. Just nice moist. Now, you may want to use some mulch to put around your pots to keep that even moisture going this fall. Now, varieties. You can basically grow any variety in your container, but I do recommend you grow ones that are more compact. Like I'm going to be growing the Waltham variety, and I'll show you that seed package. You can also grow one called a DCC, D-I-C-I-C-C-I variety. But you can grow most varieties of broccoli in your container. Just make sure you're not picking the seeds that are known for super large plants and super large heads. For example, there's a broccoli variety called a Goliath. You don't want to use that in your containers. It's just harder to maintain in a pot like that. Fertilizer is an all-purpose fertilizer. Now, I'm going to use Dr. Earth all-purpose fertilizer, but you can use a fertilizer that is 10-10-10. That's kind of equal parts of nitrogen and potassium and phosphorus, and that would be fine as well. So as you're growing them from seeds and you're planting them, you're going to have to thin them out. So you thin them out just by using shears to thin them out. Don't pull the seedlings up because you could damage the ones that you're trying to keep. And you don't actually transplant your seedlings till you get that second set of leaves. So you're going to have 4 leaves, and they're about 3 to 7 inches tall. At that point, they're strong enough to handle being transplanted. I'm going to show you some of my seedlings. I'm going to show you some that I transplanted, and I'm going to show you some that I'm going to plant. So come on, let's go. So here are some of my broccoli seedlings. I planted them on August the 20th. And I've already pulled up some, or I shouldn't say pulled up, I gently lifted up a few to transplant, and I'm going to show you those. Now here's one that I transplanted, and it's looking pretty good. Transplanted a couple of days ago. It's standing nice and strong. You can see that it got, 4 leaves on it, so it was good to be transplanted. Okay, so I'm back over here. I'm going to show you how I plant these from seeds. You're just going to plant them a 1/2 inch deep and a couple of inches apart. So this is for demonstration purposes. I really don't need any more broccoli seedlings at this point, but I want to show you how it's done. Now here are the seeds right here. They're not too small, but they're not that big either. Now the soil was already wet, so I just made a line of about a 1/2 inch line in the soil, planted my seeds, and now I'm going to water it just a little bit. Like I said, it rained pretty good the other day. Now I didn't show you how to transplant one, so for demonstration purposes I'm going to dig up one of my seedlings and put it into a pot. So you want to make sure you get as much of the root as possible. Now I have broccoli in this one already. It's only one seedling per 5 container pot, but just for demonstration, I'm going to show you. I'm going to bury it to about right there, right down there. So I just dug a hole deep enough for it, patted the soil gently around it, and gently watered it in, and that's all there is to it. So these are the seeds. It's called Watham. Again, these are pretty good for the containers. That's the back of the package. I don't think I showed that to you. It gives you all the instructions, and all your seed packets will give you lots of good information so you can follow to have a success in your garden. So I'll end by saying, if you enjoyed that video, hit the thumbs up like button and consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded a new video. That's it for now. Bye bye.